question I'm telling y'all is public records. If you know who I'm talking about, or if you Google it, it's Googleable. Just throwing it out there, whatever. I'm not like saying, not trying to extort the man or, you know, defame him, because this is all public records, what I'm stating. They say that's what he did, y'all. So guys, I am back for another quick story time, and today's story is about how my orthodontist was allegedly accused for raping. Not one girl, not two girls, but like 4 different girls. His patients, to be exact, do have on braces, y'all. Go and check out my video, be all up in my grill, and, you know, learn all about why I got on braces, how long, all that type of stuff. But my first orthodontist that I was going to, I won't say no names. We just gonna call him Dr. P. That's kind of close. Oh well, we gonna call him Dr. P. Y'all, Dr. P was my orthodontist, my very, very, very first orthodontist. And I just remember him always being like super rough, kind of mean. Like, I just remember him being so rough, y'all. Like, I don't like pain, so every little thing hurts me. But, I mean, don't nobody like going to the dentist. So, you would expect your orthodontist to be a little gentle, but, like, he used to just be super rough, you know. Jerking my head everywhere, just, like, so rough, y'all. Like, so rough. Like, I am a girl, and I am fragile, and he used to just be so freaking rough, y'all. Like, he just made stuff hurt that did not have to hurt. So I do remember that about him. I do remember the fact that he used to always tell me, like, you need to wear your rubber bands. If you don't wear those rubber bands, I'm gonna break your jaw. We're gonna have to break your jaw. I'm just like, they don't break people's jaws. Like, okay, sir. Now, my orthodontist was in his 80s at the time, and basically he was accused of fondling with 13 and 15-year-old girls while their parents were out of the room. There was like 4 cases that was brought upon him. There was stories about him lying to basically like get the parents out of the room or whatever, telling the parents like, oh, there's paperwork for you to fill out at the front desk, or oh, you know, you need to sign something. So the parents would step out of the room, and then at that point he would touch them inappropriately. There was also another story where this girl said that like he basically was whispering in her ear, telling her how cute she was and stuff, and then he just started like touching all up on her, whatever. Nothing like insertive or whatever. That's kind of graphic, but everything was all about like fondling or, you know, touching inappropriately, you know, while he was at his place of work, while he was supposed to be, you know, fixing up your wires and fixing up your braces. He was touching on you, but I mean, he ain't never do nothing like that to me, okay? Never. Okay, so of course at the time, you know, the question came about where my mom was like, oh, has he ever did anything to you? Mind you, she was always in the room with me, from what we could remember. And then there was always like another like dental assistant in the room. So I don't even understand how he was doing this to these girls, but it was apparently happening. So, you know, my mom did ask me, you know, how I felt about it, if I was ever uncomfortable with him, and, you know, just about the whole situation, as a mother should. And I told her, like, he's never done anything to me besides, like, being super rough. But at the time, like, my mom just thought I was being a baby, because she just always thinks I'm being a baby. So I'm just like, Mom, I'm not being a baby, you know. That man was rough. I mean, and then when I found out he was out here doing this to these girls, I'm like, Mom, like, do you believe me now when I said this man was rough? Like, something wasn't going on. Something wasn't right up there. He was too rough with me. Like, what y'all think, okay? So, at the time that all this mess was going on, like, we were calling, you know, trying to schedule appointments. And then, you know, the receptionist would pick up the phone, like,
Dr. P, who? Like, who is that person? He doesn't work here.
And we just like, is this the wrong number? Like, what's going on? Like, they were just acting like they didn't know who he was. And at one point they were like, you know, he's not working anymore. And we didn't really know what was going on. So everything was just like up in the air, like, what is going on? And this was like months, you know, so this was prolonging my treatment. I'm just like, what is going on? Nobody would tell us. They were just like, he was non-existent. He ended up losing his license, and it caused me a lot of trouble. I didn't have a doctor to go to. Like, I didn't have a dentist to go to because he wasn't practicing anymore. And obviously, like, I didn't want to go to him anymore. And, you know, I didn't have a home. Like, so I was just kind of jumping around from place to place because my orthodontist was in a bunch of mess. Like, what the heck? Y'all, Dr. P is currently the only doctor in the state that I live in that has to have a chaperone present while he's working. Okay, y'all? A chaperone present. But yeah, so, because of that though, y'all, I had a very, very, very hard time from then on my braces. It went downhill because took me so long to find another orthodontist that would take my case. One little story is like, if you have kids, be alert, be aware. Always go with them to all their appointments. Pay attention to how the doctor treats them. Pay attention to how the doctor touches them. All that type of stuff, because it's some people out here that are crazy in the head. So yeah, so that's it for this story, guys. Definitely like if you liked, subscribe to Slay, and come back another day.